let's show the rosette, just because. Maybe you'll learn a new trick or two. All right, for this one, I'm gonna go in with paper. This is my Rosette paper pat. I'm just kidding. I just cut this on the chopper. It's easier. So I was tired of getting little strips. I'm gonna lay this down. So this is our mini rosette. This is the rosette that came after the larger one, so this cuts 2 smaller sizes. So I'm gonna place this down. The mini one. All right, back in the vagabond. Back through here. All right. All right, so we got our die. And this is what the rosette's gonna cut out. So the original rosette, that only cut out one of them. It was a 3-inch rosette. This one's actually gonna cut out 2. So they're 2 smaller sizes. So if you had both dies, you could actually cut them out, stack them together like a Christmas tree or any fun thing you wanna do with this. So we're gonna work with the rosette. Now, when you do the rosette, you obviously have the actual die itself and you have a center, but you need one more piece. You need a base. And usually on the packaging, it will tell you to cut this out again to get a base. The only time I would run this and cut this out again is if I was going to hang the rosette and I would see both sides. Otherwise, like, it doesn't matter what your base is because you're not going to see it. So for that matter, I'm just going to tear a piece of paper. That'll be my base. There's my fancy punch. It's precision.
I have to leave, but I want to touch. Now I read my day.
All right, well, thank you. I don't mind. All right. I love that. So here's what we're going to do on this one. One of the things about the rosette, especially the first one, that there were a lot of people that when you tried to use it, they found it to be a bit challenging. And obviously as the die gets smaller, it becomes even more of a challenge. Here are some good tricks. First, you want to decide what side of the rosette you want to show if you're doing double-sided. This is going to be the front of my rosette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some tissue tape. I'm going to just take a piece of tissue tape.
And get it all tangled up.
It's tissue. Oh man, I really got this nastied up.
You could have given it to that little lady.
It's the humidity, I think. I could have given it to the lady?
Yeah.
No, I'll just be smart about it. There we go. That'll make it easier. All right. So any excess, I'm just going to kind of wrap it around. I don't even want to worry about cutting that. So I just put tissue tape on the back. The reason I did that is this is going to keep it really flexible and pliable, but also durable. If you do Scotch tape is going to be too bulky, and if you try to use masking tape, well, forget it. You won't even create the rosette. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fan fold. And now I can fan fold and not worry about ever ripping through the rosette because the tissue tape is there.
Fabulous.
It's cool, huh?
It's a neat idea.
Yeah, it is. Because you never
constantly
fail.
ripping them out.
Yeah. Never fail. You do, no matter how safe you try.
So this again just makes it like, I'm not going to say indestructible, but far more durable than without that. So I'm just going to make sure I have my accordion fold. I just kind of check everything. Even if you've made a million of these, if just one double zig or double zag, it's not going to work. So you always have to go back and forth. So I'm going to adhere both of these together, and I'm going to hope that Jill has adhesive, because I think mine's at Ranger. All right. So I've just been introduced to fabric tack or something. I never used that before. It's like super sticky stuff. Does it work? Oh, it does. All right. So all I've done is I've glued the ends of my rosette together, and basically I took one end, stacked it on top of the other. Don't interlock them. So again, when you're done, you still have that continuous zigzag pattern. So we're gonna have our base, and we're gonna have a rosette. Now a rosette's got a scalloped end and a flat end. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you the visual before I actually do it. When I create a rosette, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm gonna put it on a card or on something and I already know, I don't mind making it right on the card, but you risk messing it up, and then you've got to worry about ruining your card. So I always just do that on a scrap. Scallop side's gonna go down. I put it around my base. I'm gonna take hot glue, put a little hot glue in there, and then you're gonna gather the rosette by the top side, and you're just going to push down. And that's what's going to create the rosette. All right? Now, here's another cool thing, is this other side, I'll just flip this around, you may even like that, because by adding that tissue tape, look at that cool little decorative border you got. So if you did music or you did whatever, you can make all sorts of pattern rosettes by adding tissue tape. You could tear the edge of the tape, so even though the tissue tape is used really for stability, we can also just use it for a decorative accent as well. So let's put that together. Yeah, that tissue tape really makes it like so, I mean, almost indestructible. Almost. I'm not going to say indestructible because someone will destroy it and blame me. Again, I would work on a craft sheet, so let's see how this goes. Take a little hot glue. Ooh, it's like spider webs.
I wish they would invent something, get all them hot glue strings.
You do. A heat gun. Just use your heat gun.
Just
and
to get rid of it?
they'll be gone. Just wave over the heat gun and they'll totally disappear into thin air. Yep.
Come down.
Then I put a little bit of hot glue on the top. And I'm going to take my center. And when you do hot glue on the top, notice that I was still kind of holding this. You want to be careful because if you put hot glue on top of hot glue, it makes that other hot glue that was cool glue hot glue. So then the whole thing pops open again, right? Yeah. I only know that one way. It's because I made it. I'm like, what's going on with these? So there's your rosette. And your rosette's like pretty durable. What makes it, I think, really the best is at this point we'll ink it because everybody tries to ink it first, but you don't have to. So I like to ink it second, and here's why. You see all those little perfs right there? Now when I go there, it's just going to get all of those edges and that outside. So it just hits all the high points. So don't bother trying to ink that piece of paper ahead of time. Just make it and then ink it out. So there you go. Any questions? Did you have fun? To learn some
It was
stuff?
awesome.
Good,
Yes.
good. A lot of different ideas. Excellent.
May I keep my picture?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.